another one. Today, we've got 2 gig announcements. So, yesterday was a little bit of a hectic day of like 2 gigs got announced on the same day. The first gig got announced right when I was in the middle of doing a DJ live stream, so I couldn't really post or say anything. And then the second gig got announced as I was on the way to an event, so I couldn't really respond. So I'm doing obviously this now to say about the 2 gigs. And all I can say is, when I've had a little bit of liquid refreshments, all I can say is, big out to Ian. Yeah, all I can say is it's going off in May. It's going off absolutely, popping off big time. So we'll start with the first one. So on the 3rd of May, I'm very excited to share with you all that Chain Reaction have invited me back for their second event. So I must have done something right at the first event, which I played about a month ago in Sheffield at the Record Junkie. So I must have done something right, because they've asked me to come back, and they've asked me to play another set. And the guy who promotes Chain Reaction is a really sound, down to earth guy, and he did say that he will always push me and help me where I can. And he said that, my time with Chain Reaction is nowhere near coming to an end. So all I can imagine is I will be back with them again in the future as well, even after this event, whether it be the next one after that or whether, I'm not really sure. But all I do know is that they've got a lot of love for pushing upcoming talent, and they've got a lot of love for pushing me. So on the 3rd of May, they're back at the Record Junkie in Sheffield, and they're doing another night where they're pushing kind of like new talent, and then they're putting residents on as well. So there's like some new faces that are going to be playing. There's some residents that will be playing, and there's a mixed kind of genre of music going off. So there's all different styles, from harder styles to like bounce and donk sets. So myself and DJ Turner, who is a friend of mine, we're going back to back. We're playing a bounce set. So we're going to play some absolute belters. I'm going to try and get quite a lot of like originals, and when I say originals, like my own remixes and stuff. I'm going to try and get a lot of tracks like finished up, and do a little bit of showcase some new stuff, and play some absolute belting tunes as well. And it should be really good. It should be really fun. I'm proper looking forward to it. And last time when I did like an old school bouncy techno set, it went off. Someone even said to me, I was somewhere and I can't remember where it was. I think I was somewhere last weekend, and someone said to me, they said, you need to play more bouncy techno sets. And I was kind of like, oh, well, thank you. I was proper buzzed that they said that, because I don't really play like bouncy techno sets very often. So it was really nice that when I did play it, and it was the first time playing it in a nightclub as well, they said, look, you should play them more often. But this time we're going in with a bounce set. So I will definitely be close to comfort. I'll definitely be close to home. So it's going to be really fun. So myself and Turner, back to back, 2 tracks each, and we'll whip in a nice little bounce set for the Chain Reaction crew. Should be a shed load of fun. Should be really good. So there's a great lineup. There's Alchemist. There's people like Nat Space and Marcus and all them again, absolutely ripping up the mic, and people like KS1. We got Kleiny, sort of one of the people behind Chain Reaction. And then we've got people like Owen NRG, who is a Chain Reaction resident. So Owen NRG is going to be back to bring his bounce sets, and he plays some absolutely power bounce sets. And Tyler D is also making a Chain Reaction debut, and he's back to back with Owen. So there's going to be loads of great stuff going down, loads of really good hardcore sets and bounce sets, and just absolutely cannot wait for it. It's going to be a complete shed load of fun. And then the following day is when we go over to Stoke for Bounce to Infinity. So we've got a double weekend. So it's going to be really good. So playing that bounce set on the Friday and then going over to Stoke on the Saturday to play another bounce set is going to be absolutely fantastic. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. You know, it'll just make a really exciting, enjoyable weekend of being on the road and just heading to these different places to play these sets, and it'll just be a shed load of fun. And yeah, that is Chain Reaction. So big thank you to Sean and Kleiny for having me back, you know, having me a second time at their event. It's a pleasure. It's an honor. I feel blessed, and it'll be really good. So the second booking is Bounceology. Now, you might remember that name last year, sort of October. I was supposed to go to Stoke to Bounceology, and unfortunately, the venue shut down where the Bounceology was going to take place. So it was a little bit of an unfortunate kind of thing. And then with Halloween and everything being on, they really struggled to find another venue, so they had to end up postponing and essentially cancelling the event. However, Bounceology has made a return this year, and Bounceology is going to be returning, but to the Cubed nightclub in Leicester. So originally, I think it was going to be in Stoke again, and then there was a little bit of a struggle with venues or something, so they moved it to Stoke. And now it's going to be in the Cubed nightclub in Stoke, and it's going to start at 7 p.m. and it's going to go through to 4 a.m. The following day. There's DJs such as Yes I, Robbie J, Marshy. We've got CMA. You know, there's a wide range. There's Kirsty Smiler singing live. So there's going to be some absolutely really good sets going off. And I'm emceeing at this one. So this one's an MC booking. I'll be grabbing the mic, and it'll be a shed load of fun. And that is the following weekend after what we just discussed about the weekend before. So there's literally loads of great stuff coming up in May. And the day before I go to Leicester to do this booking, there's something on the Friday as well, which I can't announce. Unfortunately, it's something that I cannot announce. But I'm doing something on the Friday. It's not really for me, but there's something going on, and I'm planning something, and I'm not able to announce it because it will give a surprise away. So something's taking place the day before, which is going to be quite exciting as well. So again, it'll just be a double weekend of doing some really fun things again. And I just can't believe how it's all shaping out. You know, we got some really, really good weekends coming up, some really good bookings. You know, the Rave Kids, that's another good one to mention that is coming up next month. We got quite a busy March, so I go to Scotland next weekend. I'm really excited for that. And then I go up to Spennymoor a couple of weeks after that, and then I'm over in Manchester, and I'm over in Skegness and stuff like that, playing a clubland set. You know, there is so many great things that are kind of like coming my way, and it feels like no matter how many things keep coming, it gets just even more exciting. Like, you know, I did so many great things sort of like last year. Like, I did some really good bookings. You know, again, Bounce to Infinity, I played for them last year, and you know, that was really fun, and did some really cool stuff. And then, you know, you just think, how can you go better from that, and how can you have sort of like an even better sort of following year. And then just all this like amazing stuff just comes, and we want to book you for this event. Would you like to play our next event? Loads of great things, which is like just really good. And it just, if anything, it makes me more determined to just carry on, because these good vibes keep happening, and these good events, and just great projects and great things to be involved in. So it's going to be a really good year. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. And this is only the beginning. We'd be, you're at the beginning for a very, very long time. And what's going to come in like 2 or 3 years, that is what you've got to really look forward to. Even though I don't know what it is, there's going to be some really, really good things coming, if I keep pushing myself and staying on this lane and staying in this path. So all I can say is these events are going to go off. The MCing one in Leicester is going to be a shed load of fun. I like a little MC gig where I can just jump on the mic and do my thing. There's a couple of other MCs as well on the night. Mr. E was one of them, and then I can't remember the name of the other person, but there's going to be loads of great stuff going off, and I'll be going in with all my great lyrics and everything like I always do, and it will just be an absolutely shed load of fun. I can't wait for it to go down. I can't wait for them all to take place. So Scotland is the one next weekend, and I'll try and do a little bit of documentation of that one, just because we're kind of making a little bit of a further trip, and we're doing something quite cool. And like this time next weekend, I'll be on the way home, and it'll be all over. So it'll be kind of like a little bit kind of like, oh, is it, like we've been waiting for it for a while, and then it'll have just like been and gone. But we'll be travelling back. I'm not even sure what time we'll be setting off back, but we might even be somewhere near Hull now by this time next week, sort of, heading back, because I know we'll be like getting up for breakfast and stuff. And whether we decide to have a little bit of a look around, I think that's kind of what I want to do, because it's well, my grandparents, they say it's quite a cool place to have a look around and stuff like that. And apparently there's like some statues and stuff to do with motorbike racing, so it would be good to like go and check some stuff out, and not necessarily just instantly rush the following day, but it would be like really cool, like just to have a little bit of a look around just for a couple of hours, and and then maybe sort of set off just after dinner or something like that, and take a steady ride home. It's Sunday. I don't think there'll be a great load of traffic on a Sunday, and then just get home and back to it. Back to Hull, back to the old, back to work and the weekdays and stuff. But it should be really good. I don't know what time I'm setting off on the Saturday yet. Again, hopefully not too late, because we'll have to check in probably like where we're staying and stuff, and then we'll have to sort of like get ready and get over to the club and stuff. And obviously we can get ready in the the hotel place, and hopefully we can just have a good vibe, and we can just absolutely rip it up. We can just rip it up, and it should be really fun. So that is the crazy chaos. But this stream was about announcing the 2 gigs for May. I've also got a gig coming up in July that I haven't announced yet, so that's going to be quite a fun one. I'm looking forward to announcing that. That's like an all-day outside thing as well, and it's not what you think as well. It won't be what you think, because I've done 2 outdoor things last year, 2 outdoor things the past couple of years, and they've been in July. But this is something different. This is not Sturmfest. This is not Sturmfest. Sturmfest, I don't know what's happening with that. That I'm aware of, the guy who promotes it, he doesn't actually live in Kettering anymore. I think he moved up to Derby. So I don't know what he's doing with the brand. I don't know if he's putting the Sturmfest on this year. I don't know if they're going back down there for the Sturmfest. I haven't got a clue. Personally, I always like it. I really enjoy the vibe. So I hope it makes an appearance, and I hope that, you know, we could go back for a third time, but I don't know at the moment. And you know, as soon as I do know, and I'll let you know, obviously, regarding the Stomfest. It's always a good little outdoor thing, is that, and it's been a good vibe the past couple of years. So we'll smash that in if it does come back. You know, we'll smash another year of it. And yeah, so two bookings. So two bookings for May. March is looking quite good. April, we've got Rave Kids. So there's loads of great things happening. June, we're back over in Manchester. July, like I say, an outdoor thing. September, there's stuff happening. You know, things just keep coming. So all I can say is keep your eyes peeled, keep it locked in, locked on. I'll be announcing stuff as and when, and let's roll the vibe, and we'll see you soon.